Hey folks, I'm Dean with Dean's Woodworking. You guys come on into the shop, make yourself comfortable. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to make a tenon tool from a common wrench. We just happen to be turning some spindles that we're going to use for wig stands, and we need a 3/4 inch tenon. And after turning a few and getting various different fits, I decided, hey, you used to use one of these with the smaller tenons on some of the finials and different things that you turned. And why not make one to work with the wig stands? So folks, stay tuned. That's exactly what we're going to do. And if you like what you see, go ahead and go down in the bottom, hit that like and subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching. Let's get started. Let me show you what I'm talking about. We're going to turn this simple 3/4 inch wrench we picked up down at the pawn shop for $1.50. I mean, you know, you can go down to Harbor Freight and get an entire set, but I really don't need a whole set. And some of you may not either. If you do, great. Go down to Harbor Freight, pick you up a whole set of cheap wrenches, and you can do one for each size, and you have them there available when you need them. For me, I just wanted a 3/4, so I picked up one cheap at the pawn shop, and we're going to come in, and let me just show you what we're going to do real quick. We're going to come in on this wrench, and we're just going to nip the end of this off. Basically, we're going to sharpen this short side. And when we do, we're going to turn that into a tenon cutter. And I'll come back over here to the lathe and show you exactly how that cuts once we get it turned. So I'll tell you what, we're going to go over to the old shop grinder and we're going to sharpen this on it. I don't want to use my good grinder that I sharpen my lathe tools on and take a chance of messing that up or digging into a wheel. And so we're going to go over the shop grinder. It's got one of the old gray wheels that came with them originally. And so, hey, come on along and let's go do this. Now, if you're going to be working on a grinder, don't forget to put your face shield on. Very important to keep safety in mind when you're in the shop. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to come in and on the short end, when I say short end, you've got a long end and a short end. If you lay it flat, one sticks out just a little bit further than the other. On the short end, we're just going to come into the grinder and we're going to sharpen that up. And when I say sharpen that up, let me give you guys a quick look. And hopefully you can see exactly how that looks there. And now let's go over to the lathe and put it to use. I don't recommend trying to come in and use this when it's really big. So what I would recommend that you do is let's go ahead and get that down at least close to the size that we're going to want. And so let's do that right now. And I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple of notches right in here. Or a couple of V-cuts, I should say. And then we'll do a peeling cut. And again, we're not trying to get it all the way down to 3/4. But we want to get it down to where we're not trying to cut 1.25 inches of wood or 2 inches of wood with that little tenon cutter. So once you get it trimmed down some, it's a little closer to fit, we're going to back the tool rest up just a little bit. And when you bring this in, that edge you sharpened is going to go up top. We're going to put this bottom tip against the bottom of the wood. And then we're going to kind of push down on the back of the handle, which is pushing up on this piece against the bottom of the wood. So let's go ahead and start the lathe up. Again, we've got to move our tool rest back a little bit. We're going to come in. We have a 3/4 tenon. We're going to switch over to the other side again. Just that easy. We have a 3/4 tenon. See how simple that is? Now, let's take a look at this. I've got a top piece of a wig stand that I drilled out for a demo the other night. And if we put that in there, that's a snug fit. It was drilled with a 3/4 inch Forstner bit. The other end, same snug fit. A lot better fit than what you're going to get trying to do it on your own with just a gouge or skew or parting tool or whatever. Again, $1.50. You saw how fast it cut. It's a handy tool to have around the shop. Hopefully this helps you folks and gives you one more tool in your arsenal that'll just make your wood turning that much more fun and enjoyable. Stay safe, stay healthy, and happy turning.